you better have a list of your favorites from 2025. You better be ready to go.
Do they have to be from 2025? I'm in trouble if they have to be from 2025.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Minton. That is my literary wingman. The one that did not understand the assignment, my little cello happiness, the one we're going to break the rules for.
My name is Jacob, and I'm very happy to be here.
The one who shot this whole thing down.
Hey now, look, the idea of having a list of 10 characters from all the books that you've read in this one year is a great idea for you, who reads many books of the year. I, for one, most of the books I have read this year are just Sun Eater. It's just Sun Eater alone. So I'm not going to pick characters only from Sun Eater. So I'm going
Okay, so we're going to bend the rules. I'm doing my favorite characters in 2025. You're bending the rules. You're going further afield. And you know what it got me thinking is it's like, hey, we're getting into the holidays and we're starting to put guest lists together. Who do we want to invite? Who all do we want to have around the table at Thanksgiving and other holiday gatherings? It's like, you know what? What characters have I encountered and met and loved this year that I would like to sit and have a big holiday dinner with? So I've got a list here, and you have a list of who you would invite to your big holiday bash, and we're going to go back and forth. But look, before we start, there's one question I want to ask you, thinking about holiday dinners and stuff coming up.
Okay.
And there's one right answer here, and I'm going to see if you're going to nail it. What's the favorite food on the holiday table? Like Thanksgiving, what's your favorite thing on that table for Thanksgiving?
Stuffing and gravy.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
Correct. Specifically, your stuffing and gravy.
That is absolutely the correct answer.
Is that your answer? Your own stuffing and gravy?
That's the only answer.
Yeah.
That's the only answer. Using grandmother's recipe? Come on, there is no other answer.
But which characters will we allow that stuffing to be shared with?
These are stuffing-worthy characters
Who
that
goes
we
first?
love.
I'm excited.
You go first because you get to break the rules. So you go first.
Now, I have like specific reasons for mine of why they're on the list. Number one.
Yeah, great.
You can't really have Thanksgiving without food. You need someone to make some good food. And who better to do that than the legendary Samwise Gamgee?
Oh, that's a good one. If you're going to break the rules and go all out.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
An absolute icon. The best Hobbit that there is. I will take your hate comments. I don't care. Samwise is the best one. So that is my number one. Gotta have Samwise Gamgee there to cook food, because there is no Thanksgiving without food. So Samwise must be there.
J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, Samwise, that's your number one.
Yes, of course, from Lord of the Rings. That's my number one. How about yourself?
Okay. I think mine, if it's not on your list, it should be.
Oh, man. Do I get to change my list? What is it?
Maybe. Let's see. We'll see if I make you change. This is my number one. And that's Arathon S. Phelan from The Wars of Light and Shadow by Janny Words. Now, look, think about it. He's going to be at the head of our table. He's like the whole empathy vibe of connecting with everyone and making sure everyone's taken care of and welcomed. And he's a bard. He can whip out a little bit of music, a little bit of storytelling, a little bit of fun after the dinner. Like, there's no way Arathon S. Phelan is not on our guest list.
Do you want to hear what my number two is?
I figure. Go ahead.
You got to have music, man. It's got to be Arathon S. Phelan. It has to be.
Has to be.
Our empathetic little boy. I love him so much. I mean, yeah, just for the music alone, because he's the best bard around. At least not quite in the
Master
part that
Bard.
I'm at. Master Bard.
Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Sure.
I don't want to
no
ruin
spoilers,
too much.
No spoilers here. Arathon S. Phelan from The Wars of Light and Shadow, who is a master of music, shall we say? Well, at least leave it at there, with no spoilers. But is also extremely empathetic, kind, caring, and brilliant. And I'm sure, as the story goes on, would have many, many stories to tell at the table.
So many stories to tell. So many stories to tell. Great guest. Has to be. I'm putting him right at the head of the table.
I say it all the time. If you have not read Janny Words, please read Janny Words. Wars of Light and Shadow is the series that we're talking about. Love Arathon S. Phelan.
Okay, so look, there's no way we're gonna class up the joint a little bit with this pick.
Oh, okay.
we're classing up the joint a little bit with this pick. I'm thinking Arathon. Right there next to him, Grand Champion Princess Donut from Dungeon Crawler Carl.
That's pretty good.
Come on. She loves a party. She loves to be the focus of the party. We're putting her right up there with Arathon. I think this table is going to be rocking, man.
I didn't even think about pulling from Dungeon Crawler Carl. That's brilliant.
And you talk about someone that can, spin a yarn.
With some style, some pizzazz.
Oh, big time style. Big time style. So what do you got for number 3?
One. My number 3, if we're talking about the spirit of Thanksgiving and everybody being together and talking about how grateful they are and loving each other and being a family, or friends and family, in one found family, shall we say, you got to have Monkey D. Luffy.
Oh, that's really good.
Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, to pull it all together and make sure everyone feels like a big community sitting at that table.
That's a really big, but that is going to make Samwise Gamgee make way more food because Monkey D. Luffy can put it away, brother.
A little behind the scenes moment. I made this list about 10 minutes ago when Amanda and I were driving home, and
no wonder we're breaking the rules for you.
I told Amanda, pull up my Goodreads and look at the books that I've read and just start naming them out so I can think of characters. And she got to One Piece. I mean, Monkey D. Luffy's good. That would be a good one. Got the togetherness, found family, all that. And she said, yeah, but he's going to eat all the food.
She's so right.
Even Amanda knows he's going to eat all the food. It's a problem, but it's worth the risk, I think.
That's great. You set me up perfectly because my number 3 here.
Okay.
How you're talking about family and togetherness and all that kind of, you want that vibe at the table. You want examples of it around your table that you can enjoy and laugh with and tell stories about long into the night. I got a couple.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna put them.
Does this count?
It counts as one pick. Some have to come as a couple. Some you got to do a +1 because they travel together, right? So I'm right on the other side of Arathon. I'm going Matthew Corbett and Barry Grigsby. These and for anyone that has not read the Matthew Corbett series by Robert R. McCammon, this is like, it's that historical fiction. It's a little bit of James Bond, a little bit of Sherlock Holmes back in the late 1600s, 1700s, England and New York and all over the place. And through the series, he becomes more and more and more attached and in love with the amazing Barry Grigsby, and they have to be together. And the stories they would be able to tell us about the cases and all the huge criminal organizations they have brought down together, and it would absolutely raise the stakes around that table, and we would have many, many fun stories to go.
That's a good pick. As someone that has never read any of those books or know very much about them, that's still a good pick. I approve.
So what do you got? You're at number 3.
Nope. Number 4.
Oh, you're at number 4.
Number 4. Okay. This is a bit of a different one, but I think still an important one.
Mm-hmm.
If we're moving from the found family togetherness, everyone in a big, grateful community kind of thing, you gotta invite some people that need that invite. So we're gonna go with the creature from Frankenstein.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. He wants that family. He wants that warmth. He wants that togetherness. Give him a place at the table, you're saying.
He wouldn't hurt anybody. There's nobody here on this list that would make him feel other or, to be made fun of or feared. So I think he would have a good time.
I think that's an excellent choice. Excellent choice. And again, you've set me up.
How have I possibly set you up again? Tell me that.
Okay. I was thinking about investigators, right? So we already have Matthew Corbett and Barry Grigsby. And then I was thinking about, they could regale us with stories of how they took down Professor Idris Fell and all of that. And then I was like, God, that get on a roll. What other investigators have I read this year that I could put kind of across the table from them? We could have like dueling stories going back and forth. And I thought about Anna and Din from the Leviathan series by Robert Jackson Bennett, Tainted Cup, Drop of Corruption, those books. kind of like again, this weird fungal punk world, these weird conspiracies that they get into as they see how the world really works. And they're very much like a Holmes and Watson type of character. And we could have dueling stories going back and forth. And being that Anna and Din come from the world where there's a lot of outsiders there, they would have no problem sitting next to the creature.
I like that we're almost implying that like our two lists are coming together in one really long table.
I think that'd be awesome. So I thought about Matthew Corbett and Barry Grigsby, Anna and Din across the table. So we have dueling stories of these two amazing investigative teams, and they could just keep us going long into the night with wonderful stories.
Well, now you've set me up for my next one, my number 5. So my first setups that I have, someone that cooks the food, someone that gives the music, someone that makes everyone feel together, someone that needs that invite. And now on my list is where I start to go, we need some people that can tell some stories.
Yes, always.
I've been reading a lot of Sun Eater this year. Who better to invite than the superior Marlowe brother, than Crispin Marlowe, to tell us some stories.
Oh, so you're keeping Hadrian in the cold? And you're inviting Crispin?
Can have his own Thanksgiving all by his lonesome, where he makes everybody feel so sad with all his melodrama. I want to talk to Crispin Marlowe.
You know what? I love that. I'm with you. I love that. Crispin needs some spotlight.
Crispin does need some spotlight. No spoilers, obviously, but I love Crispin. I think Crispin is the better brother.
Oh man, you got some hot takes going at this event.
Is that a hot take?
Crispin greater than Hadrian? I'm going to say that's kind of a hot take.
Fair enough. What's your number 5? How about you then?
Okay, here's my number 5. And this is what I'm thinking of number 5, right? You got to have some chairs filled with people that have lived a long life. That can bring some wisdom, some gravitas, some remembrances of holidays past. And this is something I didn't necessarily, I got enough of because I loved it, but I wanted more. And I was thinking about Ota and Mati from Long Price Quartet by Daniel Abraham. We got to see their whole life through these 4 books of the Long Price Quartet. We got to see them have enduring friendship, ups, downs, the most tumultuous times in their history that they were at the very center of. But they were always in one way or another together through this long life. So now we could have them there together. They could sit next to each other. They could take some time and talk to each other after all the dust has settled from what they went through. And they could bring a little bit of that, about that wisdom of a life lived, and share that with the table. So I'm going Ota and Mati. They got to be together, from the Long Price Quartet by Daniel Abraham.
I knew there was going to be somebody from the Long Price Quartet just because of how much you loved it. But I'll pretend I know who those people are, and that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, before we go on, kind of we're at the halfway point. Why don't we thank some folks who also deserve to be on the guest list?
Always people to thank, especially now, though.
Oh, for sure. They make everything possible. Right down there, check out the Patreon link if you're interested. These are our fine patrons on Patreon. Also down there is all our other social media places where you can hang out with us. That's all down there for you to explore. Thanks to each and every one of you.
Thanks, everybody.
Just a quick break in the action to thank all of our correspondents, directors, and producers on Patreon. These people keep the lights on. They make decisions for us because we don't know what we're doing. We're not great at making the decisions around here. The decisions all the way from what I'm going to read next, what the book club of the month Patreon pick is going to be, but all the way up to video ideas and what we're going to do here on the channel coming up for you. If you're interested or you want to find out how you can be a part of this, right down there in the description box, click the Patreon link. It's got all the answers for you. And once again, thank you to all of these fine people that are helping us build the channel, our correspondents, directors, and producers. Okay, so are you at number 5 or are you up to 6?
I'm at number 6. Yeah, I'm at number 6. Yeah. My number 6 is a little vain.
Did you invite yourself? You're not a literary character.
I invited someone from our own book. Who better to tell some stories than Sister Mary, man?
Oh, that's a great choice.
I feel a little bad for it, but I think it's a good pick.
What? You don't even have to pull up art. Here you go.
Here it is. There it is.
Sister Mary from Discovery. Yes, that is a great choice. That is a great choice.
A nun who's going to pull up in a fancy sports car, drink a lot of booze, do a lot of swearing, call everybody turnip for no apparent reason, and just have a great time at the dinner table telling stories. That's so much fun, I would think.
Here's the thing. I don't care who else is at that table. Well, Grand Champion Princess Donut. Mary would have to fight Grand Champion Princess Donut for the spotlight. But that will be a knockdown drag out.
That would be a knockout fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. That would be an
That'd be like a
interesting
title
combo.
card. That's a good choice. Yes, vain, but that's a good choice.
How about yourself? What did you pick?
When you think about holidays, right, you do think about family. And I can't think about a family story and characters from a multi-generational family story without thinking about Greenbone Saga. And I couldn't cut it back to just one. So I'm having to have Shay and Andon come because you got to think family. You got to think, my heart just with these characters. I gotta have them at the table.
This is going to be technically a list of 20 people if you keep inviting two.
You know what? Don't harsh my mellow on holidays.
I apologize.
Shay and Andon understand sacrifice for a family. They understand what it takes to be a part of a family. They understand what it takes to fit in with a family. They're going to slide right in. They're going to be the most amazing guests. Got to be there. They have to be there.
Fair enough. When I read Greenbone Saga, I'm sure I will agree with you.
You should you're going to love it. You will so love this book.
I can't wait. I got to pick it up.
Yeah.
Number 7 for me is a bit of a repeat, technically. Like I said, I've been reading a lot of Sun Eater this year, and we're still in my section of the list of people that we need to sit down and tell stories. We've got to have someone to sit down and tell stories, but I want someone from Sun Eater that's maybe a little brighter than the rest of the other people, has a little more wisdom.
I think I know where you're going.
I got to have Valka Ondera. I love Valka. Valka's my favorite Sun Eater character. She's got a lot of stories to tell and a lot of teaching to do. So many things you could learn just from Valka being around you. But also...
See, I thought you were going to go a different way.
Really?
I thought you were going to go a different way with the Wiser and I mean, do you have anyone else from Sun Eater?
That character.
Is this all for Sun Eater?
No, that's all for Sun Eater. I didn't even think about that.
Dude, I thought you were going to go Tor Gibson for sure.
I know. Nah, I think I'm going to stick with Valka. I like Valka.
Okay, all right, fair, totally fair.
A lot to learn from Valka. A little more wisdom, less melodrama than Hadrian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But also, I think selfishly, I would just want to see what an interaction between Valka and Crispin would look like.
I bet they'd get on.
I bet they would.
You know what? They would start telling stories about Hadrian.
Yeah.
And they would be fine.
Yeah, they would. How about you? What is your number 7?
Okay, here's my number 7. And it's like, here's what happens. Because at these gatherings, you kind of want a historian. You kind of want someone that can suck it all in and be able to tell the stories that happen around this table, this holiday, and holidays moving forward. So you kind of want somebody like that family historian to be there with you to kind of catalog everything that happens. When I started thinking about this, there's only one that popped into my mind, and that is Duker from Dead House Gates by Steven Erikson. This is that historian that went on that chain of dogs, that fateful march, and he would be the perfect... First of all, the stories he could tell, unbelievable. Second of all, when I started thinking about, you got to have somebody that kind of, is going to scrapbook this whole thing afterwards and make it last in all of our memories. Got to have the historian. That's it, man. He's my pick. I got to have Duker there from Dead House Gates.
That's a good pick. I say as if I know what I'm talking about. But I like this story of reasoning. That makes a lot of sense.
It's a good pick. Very good pick.
My next one, my number 8, I think is a really great pick, but is a little outside of the box. There's not really a true Thanksgiving experience if there's not a dog under the table to pet and sneak some food to.
I think I know where you're going.
I gotta have Snuff from A Night in the Lonesome October. He's a good boy. And if you don't want spoilers for A Night in the Lonesome October, skip ahead 10 seconds right now. If some come out, you got someone to help you put them back.
You got someone, right? You know what? This is amazing. I keep saying you're setting me up.
Did I set you up again? How did I manage that?
My next pick, I think my table's getting crowded. I need someone like maybe on my feet to keep them warm. I got Snuff from Night in Lonesome October.
In the same spot as well. That's awesome.
The same spot. He's going to be again, like that's a lot of chairs, like you're saying. I doubled up on some of these picks, and I'm thinking, you know what? What do I need? I need that faithful companion that'll make his rounds and then come back and plop himself right on my feet, keep him warm, because it's going to be cold the holiday season. Reach down there and scritchy scratch between the ears because Snuff is the bestest boy. That's absolutely my next pick.
He is. Make sure you sneak him with a little bit of turkey as well.
Oh, you know he deserves it. You know he deserves it.
My number 9 is a little bit more of I don't know how to describe this actually. You need someone to clean up and respect the house.
I'm with you. Sure.
After all these guests come in and all this food is eaten, there's a lot of dishes to have. There's a lot of things to keep track of.
Samwise leaves a messy kitchen, is what you're saying.
Samwise leaves a very messy kitchen. I need Piranesi to come in and make sure this house is cared for.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. In a reverent fashion, everything goes back. Everything is where it needs to be.
And I just thought about this, perhaps a historian as well, like you were talking about.
Oh, for sure. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll sit Piranesi right by Duke, and they can compare notes.
That'd be cool. I like that. What about your number 9? What is yours?
Here's my number 9, and I'm dipping into Sun Eater here, but it's different from your picks. And I thought, you know what I don't have here? Is some of that youthful exuberance, some of that next generation to listen to all these stories and carry it into the future, right? And that energy that the young'uns bring to holidays. So I'm going Cassandra from the Sun Eater saga. I'm leaving Hadrian in the cold like you did. I'm going younger generation.
I like that neither of us picked Hadrian to attend.
Neither of us invited Hadrian.
The correct way to go.
I mean, you can't think about a holiday party. He would just bring the vibe down.
I think he just kind of harsh the mellow a little bit too much.
He's absolutely going to sit over there in the corner and just like swill his nog and he's just not going to be.
Especially after some of the later, like Kingdoms of Death, Ashes of Man, Hadrian is not going to be up for having a good, fun party. That's not going to happen. He's
not going to lead, game time after dinner. It's not going to happen.
No. I have a number 10, which I bet will surprise you.
I would love to be surprised by number 10.
You need somebody who can sneak in every once in a while with a snide comment and get a big laugh. But also, we got a weird cast of characters here.
We do.
There could be some disagreements. There could be some breakout fights at some point. Maybe somebody doesn't get along. I need someone to step in and shut it down real quick. And that's why Arya Stark will be at my Thanksgiving table.
Oh, the enforcer. A little bit of the enforcer.
Our police system at Thanksgiving, shall we say.
No one gets too far out of bounds.
No, not with Arya Stark around.
That is true. That's a good pick.
Thank you.
That's a very good pick. All right, here's my number 10. And I was thinking as I was trying to move around the table, so I've got Arathon, Phelan at this end, and I was like, you know what? I need that matriarch on the other side, other end of the table. And I can't think of a better matriarchal figure that has really lived life and has come from aristocratic beginnings and gone out into the world to become an actual war hero and then learned about what's really important in life after her skirmishes on the battlefield. I'm going to put on the other side, on the other end of the table here, Emily Marschwitz from Guns of the Dawn by Adrian Tchaikovsky as our matriarch figure, because she's so wise, led such a heroic life coming from aristocratic beginnings, and understands what's important to all, understands family, understand what's worth fighting for, understand the cost of what fighting brings you, just bringing that kind of solid wisdom on the matriarchal side of the family.
What a table, man.
I feel great about it. I would love to sit at this table.
What a long table with you breaking rules and sneaking in extra people in your list.
The best parties.
Yeah.
Always sneak in people that aren't on the guest list. The best parties always, the word just gets out and it's like, where'd all these people come from? I don't know. Isn't it great? Yeah. That's the best party.
What is a Thanksgiving party if you limit it and don't let other people in? That's fair.
Yeah, what, are you going to close your door? Yeah, you can't do that.
Not if we have the creature here. You've opened that gate already.
Oh, you've opened the floodgates. And I love our table is doubly long because I love your list. I think we have them all at one massive table. Maybe we put the creature at, like, you know how you have the little card table, a little kid table off to the side? Maybe we put the creature at the kid table.
Yeah. maybe the kid table goes in another room. You know how when you go to like a public place, there's like quiet rooms now? Maybe the creature gets a quiet room. If you need a quiet room, go hang out with the creature. He's having a good time in there.
I think we had some great characters this year. I absolutely would be more than happy to be at this event.
Absolutely. Although I would say more than our other videos, I'm excited for the comments that we're going to get because I can't wait to see what characters other people would invite.
Oh, hit us up. Let us know. If you're putting a big holiday bash together, if you're putting any kind of bash together at the end of the year, who would you invite? What characters did you come in contact with this year that you'd like, oh, got to have them at the table? Would love to sit down next to them. Would love to see how they interact with these other characters that I would flesh out and fill my table with. Hit us up in comments. We would love to see this. We're going to answer each and every one as quickly as we possibly can. That's the whole reason we started this channel, was to talk about books with people that love books, the kind of books that we love. Hit that thumbs up button, because you know what happens when you do that? That helps us get a little bit further out there and meet some new people. And every new person we meet, that's a whole new individual that comes in and makes us all a little bit richer and wiser, because they're going to interpret these stories completely different, because we all are so different. And each one that we bring in, that makes us all richer, wiser, and that's what we're all about. And if you haven't hit that subscription button, to join this group, I mean, you talk about a group I'd want around a table. To join this group that gets together in the socials down there and here on the channel, talks about story, talks about art, talks about how it moves us and changes us, makes us see the world differently, makes us see how the people we share the world with a little bit differently. That's a group you want to be a part of. That's the group you do become a part of when you hit that subscription button. And when you do feel a little bit of a tingle right down to your toes. And there's nothing better during the holiday season than a tingle.
There are better things.
No, you get that special gift that gives you, I know what this is. Oh, I know what this is. That's the tingle.
That has never happened once to somebody that hit the subscribe button, ever.
Keep pushing it, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep pushing it. You know where you're going to get a letter from.
No. What I was going to say, what am I going to not get served stuffing on Thanksgiving? Is that the threat I'm getting?
Ooh, you want to give up my stuffing? Would you give up my stuffing to make this statement?
I would not.
Okay. That's what I want to hear.
I would say anything to receive that stuffing.
Oh, if you're still here, you're book people, and in our book, that makes you the best people. Thanks so much for joining us here on Talking Story.